Hey guys, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be testing out some Pinterest DIY summer treats. I'm using my hands a lot, sorry. A lot of you guys have been telling me that you want to see more food videos on my channel, so here you go. I hope you enjoy. Obviously, none of these are healthy. It's a treats video, but if you guys want to see a video in the future where I show you some healthy recipes, let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, then be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on my post notifications, and comment done down below in the comment section once you turn on my post notifications, because you could receive a shout out in my next video, and I will be giving someone a shout out at the end of this video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And let's just get started with this video. So the first recipe that I'm testing out are gummy bear popsicles, and I saw this all over Pinterest. So all you're going to need are popsicle molds, as well as gummy bears and 7-Up or Sprite. So all I'm doing is pouring some Sprite into the popsicle molds, and you want to not pour it all the way just because you need to have room to place the gummy bears inside. So I'm just placing some in there and then placing the gummy bears, and I didn't really know how many to add. There weren't really instructions on that, like how many to add, so I just added however many fit in the popsicle mold, and I just kept repeating this process by adding more Sprite and more gummy bears and then placing the lid on. Once all of my popsicles were made, I placed them in the freezer overnight, and then they turned out to look like this. I think they're pretty and colorful and everything, but I honestly did not like how they tasted. I mean, the gummy bears were really hard. So the second recipe that I'm testing out is frozen lemonade. So for this, all you're going to need is ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and I'm using this reduced fat ice cream because that's all we had in our house, but you don't need that. You can use whatever vanilla ice cream you have. And you will also need some lemonade, of course, and you can use whichever brand. I'm using Minute Maid, but in the pin on Pinterest, they used Simply Lemonade. And then you will also need a cup of crushed ice. So I'm starting by placing that in my blender, and it kind of went everywhere, so just be careful when you're doing that. And then you're going to you're going to pour 2 cups of lemonade in the blender as well, and then you're just going to place the lid on the blender and blend that all up. Next, I'm placing 1 heaping spoonful of ice cream into the blender. They just said to have like a huge scoop of it into the blender, so that's all I'm doing, and then blending that up, and that's it. This is what it turned out to look like. Honestly, it wasn't an icy consistency at all. I still thought it tasted really good. It was really sweet, but I liked it a lot. I definitely liked it better than the last treat idea, and I would totally recommend making it on a hot summer day. So the last treat that we're testing out is a s'mores dip, and I've also seen this all over Pinterest. So all you're going to need are some marshmallows, Hershey's chocolate, or any chocolate. You're just going to need 4 chocolate bars for this, but I just bought this pack of 6 because it was cheaper, if I'm being honest. And you will also need graham crackers. So all you're going to do is place some butter on the pan so that the marshmallows and chocolate don't stick to it, even though mine kind of ended up sticking to the pan anyway. And then you're going to place some chocolate all over the pan. And like I said, I'm using 4 chocolate bars for this, and it was quite a lot of chocolate, but I thought it was a good amount. You could put less if you want. It just depends on the size of your pan, really, and this doesn't need to be perfect. You can overlap the pieces. Also, make sure that you're using a pan that can go in the oven. If you're not sure if your pan that you're using can go in the oven, just ask a parent. And next, I'm placing marshmallows on the chocolate, just 1 layer of them, and I ended up using a whole bag for this, so there you go. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and then I placed this in the oven. This glass pan can go in the oven, but it can only go in the oven for like 350 degrees. The pin says to set the oven to 450, but that's too hot for the glass. So I ended up having to put it in the oven for a really long time. Not a really long time, but like way longer than the pin said. It said 450 degrees for 5 to 7 minutes. I did 350 for like 13 minutes, but you want to start it at 5 and then just keep checking to make sure it doesn't burn. But this is what it turned out to look like. I thought it was good, but I would rather just make s'mores. This was really messy. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And today's post notification shout out, notification squad shout out, I don't really know what to call this, but that person is right here. Thank you so much for turning on my notifications. If you want a shout out in my next video, then be sure to turn on my notifications. Also, I do have merchandise, so be sure to go check that out. We have shirts, crew necks, hoodies, and it is international shipping, and I don't think we've gotten any orders so far, so if you guys could order something, I'd really appreciate it. So be sure to let me know if you guys order anything. I'll talk to you guys